Well, today, guys, we've got a good one. So, no clowning around. Let's get into it. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the new House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. And might I add that we are finally back at the table. It's been so long since we have filmed a video at the table, but I finally got my set out here and I am starting to kind of play around with how I want shooting to go for the time being until we get a legitimate set on a dedicated wall that is going to be the set. But for right now, we are at the table on the mini ramp in the sanctuary in front of the stained glass window, which is just an absolutely insane sentence to say out loud, but that is the reality. So, pretty sick. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into today's video, which is an unboxing, but not just any unboxing. This is a Slipknot unboxing. It is not a Slipknot mask unboxing. It is a little different, and I love videos like this. I love items like this. I've been after this specific piece for a very, very, very long time. Only one other one has surfaced, and it is currently in the hands of another private collector, and now I have the only other one out there. So there are two known copies of the piece that is in this package. This package comes to us from our good friend, Mr. Michael Covert, the mask guru, the absolute mask wizard. He is the man, and he agreed to sell me this thing for a really, really good price, and I couldn't be happier. So I am going to go ahead and jump on into the package because I am stoked to see this thing and tell you guys a little bit about it. And I think maybe, just maybe, this has sparked a little, I don't know, a little inspiration for me to hunt for some more objects like this, especially with all of these amazing Slipknot leaks coming out in the last year or so. We have some stuff to hunt for. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. What we've got in the package is this vintage clown plushie. I believe that this was made by a company called Sugarloaf. Let me check the tag. Yep, this is a Sugarloaf clown plushie, as seen on stage during Slipknot's self-titled era. Sid Wilson would actually come out on stage with this piece and just do weird stuff. He'd just walk around with it being all weird, and then eventually in the Of the Sick DVD, you can actually see that he's got this thing on some sort of rope or string, and he's kind of hanging the clown, and then he lights the clown on fire, and the clown starts to melt and just turn into icky, sticky, melty clown goo, which oddly enough used to be your mom's favorite drink back in college. Yeah, dude, this is just one of those weird old Slipknot pieces. It's not a mask, but it is like an oddball piece in a sense. And there was a short period of time a few years back where we were knocking out oddball prop scores left and right. We did the Easter Unlimited skulls that Sid used to carry around. Sometimes they would be sitting on his turntable booth. Other times he would have them inside of his Iowa masks and he'd like carry them around on stage. We did the Easter Unlimited skull and skull pile candles that you can see on the Disaster Pieces DVD. I believe that they are with Joey's little rolling setup inside of his traveling case. We did... What else did we do? Oh, we did the Jack in the Box from the MFKR into self-titled promo shoots. You can see it in a couple of the shots of Slipknot from back in the day. I think Clown has like a head cage on that he obviously welded, and there is like a Fisher-Price toy car in that photo shoot, but there's also this little Jack in the Box that is a clown. We did one of those. I believe that that is a Mattel toy. So there for a while we were knocking those scores out left and right, and I think that those are pretty cool because even though they aren't masks, they are pieces that were pretty heavily used and pretty infamously known for being associated with Slipknot. And this is one of the rarest of the rare. Like I said, only two of these have surfaced, no pun intended, and we have one of them here now. And this kind of made me want to start hunting for a few other clown-related clowns. Now this is a Sid clown, but there is, specifically in this video that's playing behind me, another Clown doll that you can see Clown use on stage a few times during the late self-titled era. He would kind of bring it out on stage like this. He'd have it like clap for the audience. He'd throw it across the stage over onto his kit. And then when he left the stage, he would pretty much do the same thing. And I am definitely on the hunt for that doll. I would love to lock that thing down and just have a weird little shelf of Clown / early Slipknot day props, because they're all somewhat similar. Vintage, old, cool pieces that you probably would have seen at a yard sale or something 15 years ago. And this thing kind of had me wondering on the way out to the church today, because I knew that this was the video that I was going to be shooting on this specific piece. So I was thinking to myself, like, how did Sid even obtain this piece? Where did he get it? Were they just on the road and he won it in a claw machine? Did a fan give it to them? Was it something that Clown had? I don't know. I'm always curious about stuff like that, specifically with the first and second record cycle, because they did have a lot of random old stuff like this, including the majority of their masks. And we know that a lot of those old store-bought masks came from the costume shop in Des Moines, but where does something like this come from? Or the other Clown doll? Or the Jack-in-the-Box Clown? Or the Easter Unlimited Skulls? It is very hard to tell where those things were picked up and why they were obtained by Slipknot, but I am glad that they were, because I absolutely love the old, thrifty, vintage, weird stuff like that, and this Clown is no different. I am very happy to have finally knocked this out and gotten it in my collection. It has been bothering me for years, but they just don't pop up. Again, this is the second copy to ever come into the collecting circuit, to ever be discovered, to ever be purchased, and now it resides here at the House of Masks. I can't wait to show this thing to Sid. He's probably gonna be like, what the fuck is that? And then I'm gonna have to tell him, and he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember that thing, and then maybe I can find out where it came from and why they had it. So, big shout out to Mike Covert. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always, and a big thank you to you guys, the viewers, the people watching this video, the people supporting the House of Masks, however it is you choose to do so. I won't lie, I have been extremely overwhelmed with this move and this big change. I am mentally and physically exhausted, but it's nonstop. You guys know that I won't stop, so just know that when you go over and you sign up for Patreon, or you send super chats during the streams, or you become channel members, or whatever it is you're doing to help the House of Masks, I definitely appreciate it, okay? And with that being said, small plug for the Patreon. We are absolutely killing it over there. I promise you guys don't want to miss the rewards that you'll be getting, and it's only $5 a month. $5 a month for literally the greatest Patreon on the internet. I can say that unbiased because I am a member of some of my favorite content creators' Patreons, and they don't even come close to mine, okay? Link down below. Please go sign up. Thanks, love you, bye. Now, with all of that being said, I think that it is time to go ahead and shut this video down. And how are we going to do that? We're gonna do it the same way that we end all of the unboxings and reviews on this channel, and that is, of course, with some nice up-close shots of this piece. That way you guys can see all of the beautiful clowny vintage details, and then we will get it somewhere in the collection and show it off there as well. The sanctuary is still very unfinished. We basically just got little sections blocked in, but we are constantly adding shelves and moving some stuff around, so I'm sure that wherever I stick this for today, giggity, will not be its permanent residence, but it'll be good enough for some shots at the end of the video. So, let's roll them. Until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to clowns, and we will see you guys in the next one. Oh, I don't know why I made him Asian right there at the end, but the camera is too far away to do my normal, like, fade to black, whatever it is, swallows the camera. So now you gotta deal with this awkward one, okay?